Good evening and welcome to Prime Business with me, Pius Kojobaka. Energy strategist Dr. Yusuf Sulemana is asking government to expeditiously renegotiate the restructuring terms with the independent power producer Southern Asogli Power over debt owed them. According to him, that's the only panacea to ensure the power producer resumes operations following its shutdown due to a $259 million debt. Speaking to Joy Business, Dr. Sulemana admonished government to ensure a stable power supply in the long to medium term.
Why we couldn't have all of them encapsulated into the debt structuring from the beginning. I believe some of the terms and conditions were not favorable for some of the IPP, especially with Asogli. So what I would urge is that they should go forward, renegotiate, and make sure that Asogli come on board as soon as possible, because that's the panacea, at least, to have a stable power supply. If we can negotiate, get them on board, have a kind of workable formula, that would be a win-win, because they are commercial guys. They are, what we call private players, So we need to be able to meet their terms halfway, so that they may not be able to put up the power that we have now. Other than that, if you don't negotiate in good faith, I think it's going to be very difficult. Yeah.
Now, the Chamber of Petroleum Consumers Ghana is predicting 2.3% reduction in the prices of petroleum products at the pumps from tomorrow, November 1. Duncan Amwa is the Executive Secretary of COPEC.
Petrol has seen some 1.86%. Diesel has done about 3.79%. LPG has done almost 0.89% over the period. So if you have the commodity itself going down by some of these percentages, then there's a higher possibility that the market will gravitate towards a reduction. The only disturbing news we are picking now is that the importers, the exchange rates currently being applied might end up wiping whatever reduction that you and I may be getting. If you go through our release, which of course we did also pick with the NPA, you are doing an exchange of forex of 16.19, which is about 16.2. But what I've just seen with keyboard analysis is pointing to a quotation of some 16.6 at FX for today, and then some 16.9. That is if you are doing spot price and 16.6. If you are doing forward rate, that's about 16.89. So if that should apply by close of tomorrow, whatever reductions that international benchmark would have given you and I could end up being wiped simply by the forex distortions that we are recording today.
Away from power and fuel matters, the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry is pressing on government to urgently implement policies that will support investment and private sector growth in the areas of manufacturing, agriculture and food production to fuel structural transformation. There is more in the following report. In a welcome address at the 48th Annual General Meeting of the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry, outgoing President of the Chamber, Dr. Clement Seamwakun, stated that their interaction with businesses indicate a gradual increase in confidence in the economy following the disbursement of the IMF funds and successful debt negotiation with external creditors, which provided greater fiscal space.
Reforms. Ladies and gentlemen, the GNCCI interaction with businesses indicates a gradual increase in confidence in the economy. Following the disbursement of IMF funds and successful debt renegotiation with external creditors, which have provided greater fiscal space. The recent reduction in the monetary policy rate will also help to ease the cost of credit.
Speaking on behalf of the Minister of Trade and Industry as the guest speaker, Deputy Minister of Trade and Industry Michael Ochubefi challenged businesses to take advantage of the policy intervention programs introduced by government to thrive.
So we have come up with this fund, an 8.2 billion cedi fund. And this is not the normal things you see. The good news is that as I speak to you now, in less than 3 weeks, this fund is going to be operationalized. And so you can go into the implementing agency's website like Ghana Enterprises Agency, Ghana Exim Bank, and you can apply for this facility, a facility with a low interest rate. We're working with a minimum interest rate of 8%, and the cycle from the beginning of the process to the disbursement period should not extend beyond 2 weeks.
Delivering the keynote address, Chief Executive Officer of Petrosol Platinum Energy Limited, Michael Buzumbil, urged government to be deliberate about adopting homegrown policies to ensure businesses expand, however challenged businesses to remain relevant despite the economic uncertainties.
To be able to promote long-term economic growth and development or have a sustainable economy, we must have indigenous or homegrown sustainable businesses controlling a significant part of economic activities, but working in partnership with foreign companies and leading the process rather than following. Because we are talking about sustainability. Why? Because foreign capital or foreign direct investment is exactly what it is.
Speaking to Joy Business, newly sworn-in president of the chamber, Mr. Stefan Mazan, pledged to champion the cause of the business community to ensure their concerns are addressed.
Under my leadership, we want to be very big on advocacy for the business community especially, not just that the members of the chamber, but the business community especially, because there are a lot of policies that the government brings to fore that is not in the best interest of the business community. So we want to be very big on government policies. Furthermore, we also want to have a lot of collaboration with the government and see what is in it for the business community.
The 48th annual general meeting of the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry was on the theme, adopting sustainable business practices to promote long-term economic growth and development. For Joy Business, Pius Kojobaka. And in today's edition of Entrepreneur in You, we have GCB Bank's head of corporate banking telling us about safety measures for entrepreneurs.
Safety here means you are being disciplined with other people's money. Maybe I'll try to quickly go through the last one before, Doc, you come in. It's about safety measures for entrepreneurs. Look, it's not magic. If you take other people's money to work with, there will be a time to pay back that money. And the key word there is discipline. You don't start, I think before 2017, when we had the collapse of some financial institutions, some microfinances took deposits from customers to invest into loans and other instruments. Okay? That's supposed to generate returns for us what? To pay back. But they saw that deposits as their money. Then they moved from a Corolla to a Maybach. Moved from Corolla to a Jeep. If you use other people's money for that, there'll be a time that you need to pay back. Safety here means you are being disciplined with other people's money. You are being disciplined with the business.
Brought to you by Africa School of Entrepreneurship and supported by GCB Bank, your bank for life.
That's it for Prime Business for today. I am Pius Kojobaka. We have more stories for you when you log on to myjoyonline.com/business. Razak Musbao is next with Prime Sports.